Всім привіт, магле та грязнокровки! Вітаю вас в школі чаклунства Hogwarts. Ми продовжуємо грати Hogwarts Legacy. Тому приєднуйтесь всі до стріму. Не забувайте за мої групи в YouTube, Telegram. Заварюйте собі щось смачненьке. Вмощуйтесь зручненько. Приєднуйтесь до чату. Не забуваємо. Так, нас розподіляюча шляпа оприділила на Гриффіндор. Ми будемо на факультеті Гриффіндор. Як відомий Гаррі Поттер. Підемо його шляхом, коротше. Так що всім гарного вечора. Не забуваємо про чат, долучайтесь до чату. І так, давайте почнемо таку невеличку екскурсію з нашої кімнати. Ну, я думаю, тут взагалі такого нічого інтересного не буде. Книжки, кроваті, хорошо.
Revelio.
Ну, вообще так, немає нічого. Тому давайте, наверное, будемо йти на наші перші заняття. Перші заняття з чаклунства.
Now, which way is the common room?
Так, що у нас тут за прикидончик? Обична форма.
Must be different starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
О, починає тут обсуждати мене вже. Тут я нічого не можу нажати. Нічого. Так. Це, виходить, в нас гостінна факультета. Що нам тут треба? Представтесь Кресіді, Гарету і Неллі. Що це таке за чуваки? Так. Поп'ємо чайку.
Revelio.
Ага, хорошо.
One boy fell off his
I would
broom.
really like someone to try it.
Good thing his owl was there to catch them. She's very good at arresting the Mentors.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year, keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well, and she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Прикольно. Що ти там наварив таке, чувак?
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Ладно, чувак.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Давай, братанчик, пока. Так, у нас осталась Кресида и Нелли.
Shame you weren't born with wings. then.
А, яблочко захаваем.
I hope the professor catches her this time.
Nelly!
А цей сундучок ми можемо відкрити? Не можемо.
Wait, that's not right. I really thought I had it.
Кресида Блюм.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
Та ну ладно. Допустим, нет.
No, I merely studied with him briefly before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Ах ты наша маленькая Гермиона Грейнджер. Ну ладно, давай,
Well,
тренируйся.
good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Так, а де у нас Нелі?
Nelly will do anything for attention.
Don't fall off this time, Nelly.
А, так ти, короче, любиш грати на публіку, дивлюсь, да? Це чувак, це дівка? Буде дівка, да?
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Ну, не будемо їй все розказувати, що вона хоче від нас почути, тому що навидумує тут всякого.
It is true, but we handled it very well.
I'll say. I think you've already earned a reputation for fearlessness. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Ага, интересно, да? Что говорят о моем пути сюда?
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
А ну да.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
А, хорошо, чувак, як скажеш. І так, ми познайомилися з 3 учениками нашими.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Хлабись таки под мишку.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Так, следуйте за профессором Уизли.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Peasy has a brand new game.
I
Just
certainly
beware
would have
the open
appreciated
flame.
something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Окей.
Revelio.
Revelio. Портрет Баруфио. Страница руководства. На этом портрете изображен волшебник Баруфио, прославившийся своим мозговым эликсиром и очередным напоминанием, как важно правильно произносить наши заклинания. Однажды он принес S вместо F и в результате обнаружил, что лежит на полу, а у него на груди стоит буйвол. Чувак трошки перебрав із заклинанням. Так, вы только что открыли испытание из руководства. Ваш прогресс будет отображаться здесь. Окей. Открыть руководство. И что тут у нас в руководстве есть? Так, хорошо. Испытания. Так, страница руководства. Хорошо. Хорошо. А що у нас там? Щось відкрилося, наверное? Щось у нас тут якесь вознаграждення було, да? Соберите страницы руководства в Хогвартсе. Награда внешний вид снаряжения очки з регаліями Хогвартса. Ну, у мене їх ще немає. Задання. По заданнях понятно все. Давайте трошки подивимося, що у нас ще колекції. Що у нас тут є з колекції? З колекції. Це картина, да? І все. Просто ми можемо почитати про неї. Ладно, пошли дальше.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Хорошо, открываем карту. Так, Хогвартс. Ага. Южное крыло. Де мені знайти тут центральний хол? Южне крило. То есть туди, куди я можу піти. А де тут ця пристройка? Щось я... Пристройка к библиотеке. Хорошо. Центральный зал. Переместиться. Ну, в общем, ігра непогана. Непогана ігра. Можна так чисто посидіти, порізатися.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Ага, хата, як скажеш. Пощапали.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Та я бачу, тут людно тільки
That should
так.
be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Ладно, давайте трошки узнаємо про уроки.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of defense against the dark arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Спасибо.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Ну шо, профессор? Что ты мне тут расскажешь?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
В смысле? Карта. Занятия по защите от темных искусств. Хорошо. И занятия по заклинаниям. Акцио и Левиоса. Хорошо, давайте изучим Изучим акцию. Слежим ее на карте.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Давай, професор, ще побачимося. Так, а що у нас тут є? Що ми тут відкрили? Задание. Легендарные перчатки. Ладно, хорошо, давайте сходимо на наші перші заняття. Що це за компас? О, прикольная вещь. А чё я не можу зайти сюда? Здрасте. Шо це за приколи?
Revelio.
Тут нічого такого інтересного не жде нас. О, професор, а ти куди чапаєш? Башня защиты от темных искусств.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
Що це за
Welcome to
індус?
year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Шутник.
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
що за експерименти?
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me!
Такий чудаковатий професор. Реально на індуса смахує. А ну-ка, що ти нам тут можеш показати? Чому ти нас научиш?
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
А що ти тут наколдував?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last
Манящие чары
possible
акцию
moment.
притягивает цель
Now,
к
think of this
заклинателю.
like gobstones,
Удерживайте
if you
RT и
will. But instead
нажмите
of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning
назначенную
them
кнопку, чтобы
toward you.
использовать акцию и
The trick is to
притянуть
pull the
цель
sphere as far
ближе,
as
чтобы
possible, but not
прекратить
a
использовать
bit
чары,
more,
отпустите
or it'll
РТ.
fall.
Хорошо.
Yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the bit. Splendid! Not to worry.
О, все, окей.
Very good.
Хорошо.
Excellent control then. Stay
Ну,
focused.
почти. Сейчас мы
Very good.
сосредоточимся.
Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Ну, вона може і не хотіла, ну прийдеться.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
That is how it's done.
Ага. Ну давай, тільки не зазнавайся.
Accio!
Splendid!
Let us see this. There we go.
Блін, та ну не гані.
Don't lose your composure.
Watch this. Phew.
Accio!
Не падай!
Ah, you almost had it.
Де.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Ти ж коварний професор. Ну давай.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio!
Happens to the best of us.
А ну не гони, блин.
Let us see this. There we go.
Да стопе!
Do not be discouraged. Watch this. Phew.
Блин, надо хоть на сухую
Accio!
That's it! Very good, both of you. Well done.
Не, ну мы ж типа джентльмены, мы ж уступили победу.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
A word, if you would.
Ну давай, подивимося, що тут.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Так, другий уровень. Отлично. Так. Перший урок з заклинаннями трошечки просрали. Ми тут обділилися з цією подружкою. І це прискорбно, блін.
Revelio.
Що тут є, професор? Давайте. Так, зараз подивимося, що у нас тут є. Що у нас за вознаграждення. По испытаниям. Так. Легендарные перчатки и легендарная накидка, ну це вже буде потом. Так, давайте подивимося легендарні перчатки. Що вони нам дають? Нічого не показується. Ми їх просто забрали. Десь вони повинні бути у нас в снаряженні. Так, колекції. Легендарные перчатки. А ну-ка, инвентарь. Снаряжение. Так, черные кожаные перчатки. Давай лучше без них. Ну, пока я так понял, нема ничего у нас. Так, ладно, пошли на следующий урок.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Привет, привет. Заклинание, защита от темных искусств. Следующий будет наш урок.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ладно, новое заклинание Левиоса. Ну, довольно-таки простенькое заклинание для изучения.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Оце бабка магію навалює.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Нажмите RT, чтобы использовать основное заклинание.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember,
Хорошо.
a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As Master Pruitt so artfully helped me
Хорошо.
demonstrate. Good. Now, well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego! Should be easy. Protego?
Levioso!
Good form.
I know.
This can't be your first duel.
Levioso, let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Давай, чувак.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ну що ми тут з цими давайте щось
I'd
балакаємо.
hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Ага, понятно, як скажеш. Ладно, пішли побалакаємо з Себастьяном.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
Так, що тут немає нічого інтересного. Це хто? О, привіт.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Protego. Revelio.
Так, що у нас тут по карті показує? Так, дополнительные какие-то задания. Так, что у нас тут? Послеурочные занятия от Уизли. Хорошо, а что нам там открылось? Пішли побалакаємо з Локаном Шумсбі. І попитаємося вступити в тайний клуб якихось дуелянтів чи що. Алло. Давай, може я зайду? Нет? А тут какой-то секретик, да? Тут какой-то секретик. Какая-то тайная комната, походу, да? Сова. Якийсь єдинорог. У нас получается сова. И хорошо. А ну что тут есть? Дракон. А ну а так. Откроется? Нет, хорошо. Единорог. А что если единорог и паук какой-то? Единорог. А, паук есть, да, тут? Нет. Блін, а що тут за загадка така? Паук и дракон. Паук-единорог. А ну подожди. Паук-единорог. Давай так попробуем. А дракон и ящерица. Дракон. Ящерица. Нет.
Revelio.
Блин, щось я вообще застрял. Дракон. Паук. Так, нет. Нет. Ладно, мы сейчас с этим попробуем разобраться, но потом уже. Вау, магия! Ученики ходят через двери. Ух ты, прикольно. О, кис-кис, іди я тебе поглажу. Чеширський кот.
Revelio.
Чи наверх? А, А, нет, вниз.
Attention, fellow artists. Another performance, if you would.
Так, народ. Ми потроху ознакомлюємося з школою Хогвартс. Зараз ми в пошуках Локона Шумсбі. І продовжимо ми це вже на наступному стрімі. Кстати, що ми можемо собі тут... Чим ми можемо себе приодіти? Так, снаряжение. О, та ну, блин. Так лучше. Что тут защита? Правда, тут защита. Ну, вони якісь такі удоцькі. А що насчет шляпи? О, чувак. Та ти диви, який, блін, ти стиляга. Давайте її надінем. Светлая шляпа траволога. Плюс 4 защиты. Давайте пока в ней походим. О, та вообще красавела. Огонь. Огонь. Ну так, народ, дякую всім за увагу. Дякую, що всі були на моєму стрімі. Не забувайте підписуватися на мої канали. YouTube, Telegram, всі ссылочки будуть в шапці профіля. А ми зустрінемося вже з вами на наступному стрімі. Всім дякую за увагу. До нових зустрічей.